Hey bakers, it's Janine here from Janine's Gluten Free Kitchen, and today we are going to be bringing you a recipe for a Linzer cookie, which is a delightful shortbread filled with raspberry chia jam, which we're going to show you how to make from scratch so you can do it all yourself from the comfort of your home. So let's get baking. Now bakers, first thing you want to do before you start this recipe is the night before, or at least 3 to 4 hours before, you want to make your own beautiful chia raspberry jam. And what you're going to do is get yourself a couple of cups of frozen raspberries. Now you can use fresh, but you'll have to cook them down. Whereas if you get frozen, they are really easy. You just microwave them until they're nice and warm and they automatically kind of mush and disintegrate. And then to that, you're going to add your chia seeds, and we've used a couple of spoons of sweetener, erythritol, to make it a little bit sweeter because raspberries can be quite tart. And this is what you end up with. Look at that. No extra sugar, no thickeners, no gums, it's just pure strawberry and chia seeds. So yeah, you don't have to use the sweetener if you don't want, then it's like completely sugar-free. But as I said, we've used erythritol, and that way it doesn't have any carbs in it either way. So that's our raspberry jam that we've made, and we're going to set it aside while we make our biscuits. You will need your food processor for this, and we're going to add our gluten-free flour. We've used Bob's red mill, and to that I will be adding some almond meal, a pinch of salt, some vanilla powder. Ingredients are all below in the description, and then we're going to give that a little bit of a mix and incorporate all our dries. Awesome, now we're going to add our wets. 1/4 cup of maple syrup and some very chilled vegan butter. We've used Nuttelex, and what I've done is I've made them into little balls to kind of mimic cubed butter, and I've actually popped that in the freezer for a couple of hours. And then that will help us get that nice breadcrumb texture which we want initially before it makes the dough. So let's get that started. That's all the butter now, margarine, and you can see it just starting to come into a dough. Okay, it's not wanting to catch those last bits, but we can do that by hand. Oh, yummy. The fun thing about these biscuits is that we're going to use our cookie cutters, and I've got some really cute shapes. I've got a beautiful flower shape. We've got just cute circles, but what I really want to use is these love heart cutters. So that'll be fun. All right, so you've got your dough now, and what we want to do is cut it in half because we want it to have the top and the bottom layer. All right. Oh, there's a little bit of butter that's not mixed in. If you find that yourself, just give it a bit of a knead so it's mixed through. Awesome. All right. Easiest way to roll gluten-free pastry and shortbread is between 2 sheets of baking paper. So use my baking paper. I'm going to put one at the bottom and then one on the top. And I'm going to do another one for my second piece and have put it to the side. Just press it down a little bit so it's not too large. Give it a bit of a squish. All right. And very gently roll it to 1/4 of an inch thick. That's feeling really good to me now. Let's have a look. It's probably a little bit too thick in the center, so I'm just going to roll out that center again. It can often happen when you're rolling pastry that the center can be quite thick and the edges tend to be a little thinner. And that's because your hands naturally sort of put pressure as you're going to the edges. So as you're doing it, keep the pressure firm, but as you get to the edges, just ease up a little bit. All right, so we've rolled out our pastry, and what I will tell you about this recipe is it can tend to stick to the paper. So what you want to do is once you've finished it, just lift that sheet, flip it over, just make sure your paper's not stuck. And the other thing you can do, which I'm going to do both, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that extra flour and then put this back on and flip it again. That will definitely not stick when I go to do my shapes. I'm going to start with a cute little flower, and you can already see that with the addition of that extra flour, they're lifting out really easy. Super cute. Let's do some love hearts. It's those little tips that can really make the recipe creations just so much more enjoyable, because you're not like trying to work out why something didn't work. Some circles. And you obviously want to fit in as much as you can. No, that's all I'm going to get. Beautiful. So now I can just pick these up really easily and gently place them on another tray. Very carefully. Now these aren't going to spread, so you don't need to give them a lot of space. I've got a little bit of space for a couple of extras, so I'm just going to re-roll this. Just get a few more on the tray. So obviously, the bigger your tray, the better. So this is our second tray, and what we're going to do this time is as we cut, I'll just do a couple to show you. You're going to take your smaller insert and cut out the center. Cute. All right, so we're doing it straight on the tray so we don't have to move them and then they won't break, because they are very, very fragile. So, because there's not much substance to them. So we cut the edge And then with the smaller cutter, do the center, remove the center, and then that biscuit, once it's cooked, will sit on top of the other one. So I'll go ahead and make those. All right, once you've cut the center out of each of the biscuits, just take away the extra dough around them. And what I've done, because these little inserts that we've cut out are so cute, that I'm going to bake them as little mini biscuits as well. Gorgeous. Okay guys, we've got now our tops, our bottoms, and our cute little inserts. We're going to bake those now, and I'll see you on the other side. So our biscuits are cooked and cooled, and they're ready for us to fill. And what we're going to do is flip them all over. I've got my jam that I've put into a piping bag. That'll just help me get it on without too much mess. All right, so this is our jam. It is quite gooey, right to the edge, but very thin. There we go, like that. Again, to the edge. And just keep the nozzle down flat so the filling is quite thin. Then we're going to take our top pieces and just pop them on top, like so. Here's a heart. It may squeeze out a little bit, that's okay. And a circle. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and fill all those now. How gorgeous are these? Now, you know we cooked the little inserts as well. So I am going to do the same with these. Put a little bit of jam and sandwich them together. All right, let's do these as well. Doing the cutouts are definitely more time consuming than if you were just doing the full top and bottom. So you might want to consider that if you're making them yourself. If you want something a little bit easier, just do the full biscuit and don't worry about cutting out the center, because they are just as gorgeous. Aren't they stunning? So cute. Love these love hearts. Love the little flowers as well. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I think it's very important for us to taste one. Yummy shortbread. Oh, they're lovely with the raspberry. The raspberry gives that lovely tanginess that raspberry always does. And it just goes with the shortbread really well. Yum. Oh my gosh, so cute. How's that for a little plate for afternoon tea? Linzer biscuits with raspberry chia jam. Aren't they gorgeous? We're just going to have so much fun with these. Hope you've enjoyed this recipe. I would love to see pictures of your creations. Whenever you make any of our recipes, head over to our Facebook page, Janine's Gluten Free Kitchen, and please post us pictures of your creations. I'd love to see those. In the meantime, hit the like, send us comments, share with all your friends, and if you haven't subscribed, now's your opportunity to subscribe and hit the bell. And we hope you have a lovely week. We'll see you next time. Bye. We might do a few flowers. Somebody's at the door. Hi there, we're back with our cooled cookies. Cooled cookies. Hope you guys have enjoyed these. In the meantime, enjoy your afternoon. No. What?